You're fucking 10-ply, bud, if you think this is going to be a bad video about the Noveske N4. All right, so this is my Noveske N4 factory SBR from the lovely folks over at Noveske. This has kind of been my go-to night vision, night setup for 5.56. Everything that comes with the factory gun, so you got your Magpul furniture back there. I have a chopped BCM gunfighter grip in the front. I don't like the whole grip because I'm choked so far up to get to my white light or laser. I only need enough to put my pinkies on it. Plus it's less snag if I'm doing vehicle work and stuff like that, and it's not gonna get snagged on as much. I'm running a Modlite PLHv2 18350. It's on a Arisaka Defense mount, and we have a Modlite Lite button that's running it on top. It's a little close to my can, but this is a short gun. This is a 10.5. We sell the Modlite on our website with the Arisaka Defense and the switches, so you can buy this exact setup on our website. I'm running a BE Meyers MAWL. This is the C1 Plus. Great laser. It's got a slaved illuminator, meaning the laser is center to the illuminator, so you don't have to zero your illuminator to your laser. It's slaved to it. So there's pros and cons to that. Pros are you don't have to zero illuminator, and it stays in line with it. The con is that when it's in a closer profile, when you're up close to target, there's a lot of wash. There's a lot of IR wash. So basically you gotta think of it as like a cone, like a focus of a beam. And when it's real close, the illuminator is open wide, kind of flooding that light. And then as you move the focus forward and you push it all the way up, it'll change that beam and make it more conal, shrinking the focus on it. So when you're shooting at distance, you'll get a more focused illuminator. I have this gun 0 to 50 yards, and I have this at a constant offset, meaning your bullseye's here and my laser sits somewhere over here. And it's always at that distance. There's a bunch of different ways to zero your laser. For the short gun, I have it zeroed for constant offset at 50 yards. If I was running, maybe a longer barreled firearm, I would zero at 100 yards and I'd do infinite zero. So I would, at night, turn my laser on, look up at the stars, and put my laser onto my red dot. And that would be a more true zero for that laser, for maybe a longer distance carbine. I'm running a Silentium MG7 224 can. It's a K can, just direct thread. I did have to shim it. You're not supposed to shim cans, but I only had to shim it like 1 millimeter. So I think it's maybe 1 or 2 very, very thin shims to get it to mount up to this rail. It's the nice thing about the Silentium can, for its size and weight. I did have a dead air Salmon K on this. At night, this gun would shoot 4-foot fireballs with the Salmon K. I wanted something that suppressed muzzle flash for a night vision setup, so I tested out this Silentium can. It's awesome. It's very quiet for a 5.56 can. It's very volumetric. So it has a lot of volume inside the can, so it soaks up all that muzzle flash. The con to it is it's direct thread. It's not QD like the Salmon K, and the other con would be that it is a very thin steel. It's very robust. It's a really nice welded steel can, but because it's so thin, it turns into an IR signature very quickly. So it looks like a glowing popsicle at the end of my gun. You'll see that later in the video as well. So that's a con. You can put a cover on it, like a coal tack or a manta, but then you're just trapping that heat in and it'll stay hotter longer. So it does cool pretty quickly for a can, being thin and having all that airflow, but it does glow very quickly under night vision. So it throws an IR signature, which is not always ideal either. So weighing the pros and cons, we're not military, we're civilian shooters. So having something that is quiet, doesn't throw a muzzle flash when I'm running nods, is more ideal for me than throwing an IR signature, whatever. It comes with a factory, I think it's an ALG trigger. It's a great gun. You can look up on Noveske's website all the details about this. It's really nice. I really like it. Ambidextrous lower receiver, ambi charging handle. I just like it. It's a solid gun. It's pretty lightweight. I'm running our very own ANVL UKON T2 mount. We make and sell these. It's got a micro co-witness, so you can watch the ANVL video that we posted last week or a couple weeks ago. It's got a pistol rear sight with an AR-15 adjustable front sight post for elevation. It's a backup CQB type iron system optic mount. So if your dot goes down and you desperately need to shoot something, you do have that capability there. Neomag Sentry strap, keeping my sling all tight. This is an Edgar Sherman design sling. This is a gray sling. We sell both the Sentry strap and the ESD Sling on our website as well. So you can get a lot of the things that are on this firearm, including the ANVL T2 mount, on our website. We are going to do manipulations from 1R1s. We are going to do failure to feeds, different malfunction drills while it's still light out. And then we'll do similar drills and similar shooting when it gets dark. And it'll be fun. We'll have fun doing it. Something that you guys, if you're getting into night vision, can try as well. And there's some tips and tricks that we'll show with the night vision to make close work more manageable.
Yeah! Right, look at those targets with the psionics. IR, but do you see up close? See this? See all the shadows moving? Slaved illuminator. So the illuminator is putting out a flood. It's not going downrange, it's dispersing its emissive energy up close. So that's why you see how bright it is real close. Think about inside a fucking house, dude. That's bright. And then you can see the can. So the cool thing about this laser is now there's the illuminator. So I changed the focal plane of the illuminator, if you look downrange. So my laser's off. I haven't, it's off a little bit. I don't know why, I haven't moved it. I took my laser off at one point. So I probably need to re-zero up, but it's, and as you can see, it is fucking hot. It's actually visible with the naked eye right now. It is a forbidden popsicle. So, really like these cans. Quiet, they don't throw a muzzle flash, but golly, they get fucking piping hot. Like, that is purple. And there's a pretty good moon tonight, and that thing, I can see that with the naked eye, the lightsaber. All right, so the Noveske N4, I love it. Great platform. Ambidextrous controls makes it really easy to manipulate if you're doing left shoulder, right shoulder, whatever it may be. It's a lightweight platform. It's great. I've been running this for probably 6 months now. I have 3,000 rounds through the gun. I love it. You can't compete with its weight, its size, its you know, the controls, the easeability, ergonomics. And the package that I have set up is freaking awesome for night vision and shooting targets at night and doing anything low light, no light, truck gun. But the thing is, it's bomb proof. We put it through its paces many times, not just for this video, but in the Ridgeline night operators class, where we pretty much did like 1,000 malfunction drills over 2 days, daytime, nighttime, comparing our metrics in between. And it just gets ridiculous. The gun never had an actual malfunction other than induced malfunctions. Super smooth. I've only lubricated it once since I got the gun, which was maybe a month ago, but I don't really clean this gun. It's gonna be a 5,000 or 6,000 round gun before I actually clean it. And I think it's getting close. So anyway, thank you for watching the video. Thanks for watching.